Good morning. This is Rev Pam Geagan from the Center for Spiritual Living, Pleasant Valley in Camarillo, California. Wishing you a great, wonderful morning. And if my daughter's listening, happy birthday. It's her birthday today. So it's a good morning for me. I remember this morning, as a matter of fact, very well. When she was born. So we are in the meditations for our ascension, embracing the transformation, and we're going to be going through. We've gone through kind of the first, the second, and the third dimensions, and some of the fourth dimension. So I'll be talking a little bit about the fourth dimension and fifth dimension today, and also the importance of them. And the reason that I find this so interesting and important to me is it all made sense when I read it, is that we exist in all of these worlds all at the same time. And the way that energy, and you can't miss what is happening on the planet, the energy is speeding up so rapidly on the planet. And it's not only speeding up around us, it's in and through and as us too. It's affecting every single one of us, from the COVID virus to the government to the unrest, to climate change, and all of it we're part of. And so we want to, as I say, it's important to me to step into the flow, go into that next vibration, which is, I think, all of the dimensions, no matter how many dimensions you think there are. Some people say 7, 8, 10, 11. Some say millions, thousands. I don't know what all the dimensions are. I know that those energetic presence, they aren't like one door closes, another one opens. They're all weaving together at this time to create that highest vibration on the planet as we reveal a greater world that works for everyone. This is what I've been praying for years. And so the thought that something I'm thinking, well, this is what you prayed for, and first comes the change, and to come to change in this third dimension reality, this physical reality. I wouldn't have done it just naturally, given up a lot that I've given up to see our planet come back into integrity, my life come back into integrity, to go deeper inside of who I am, and take this time and this opportunity to be with all of you. So it's a very important time for me, and I want to be in the flow and stop rowing upstream. So that's why it's important to me as I tell you about these dimensions. And if you think of dimensions as also just densities, these different densities that we're rising up and through and becoming more awakened to that is the soul, that is the oversoul, that is our soul is part of, that is incorruptible, immortal, and indestructible. And so we're trying to get back to source, as I say, the one, the one, the one, expressing perfectly as the many. So we're going to start with what we usually start with, and that's our relaxation exercise. And this time we're just going to breathe in first, seeing that light in and through and all around us. We're going to connect first. And then after the connection with Source and the anchoring in this third world dimension, this physical dimension, then I'll do the relaxation exercise. So we're going to see that wonderful light that is coming in and through and as us, pouring in through that crown chakra. You can even shape that light all around you and see that energy around you and see it coming in and through and as you open up to it. And we're going to breathe in from the bottoms of our feet that are anchored to through the top, through infinity and beyond, with breathing in with an idea, a vision in the silence, which I call God, which is synonymous with love to me. With God is, on that in-breath, just breathing it all in, feeling it expand. And you can even see sometimes your aura, or feel that energy field around you even expanding. And then on the out-breath, letting go, I am, as we draw it into the body, going all the way down, down, down the body. And then 2 more silently. as we're connected with Source, we're going to take that energy that is already surrounding us, though, and bring it down into our crown chakra, relaxing our head, going into that fourth dimensional chakra, third eye, the pineal gland, coming down, relaxing the jaw, just relaxing in, hearing my voice, going down, relaxing the throat. Then feel that energy going around the neck. Some of us have had experiencing more discomfort in our necks and backs. That's because we're using our computer so much, I think, too. So just relaxing in, feeling that energy go down the back, the shoulders, the neck, stretching if you need to, stretching that back down and head up. And then feel that energy going down the shoulders, down the upper arms, down the elbows, down, 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 down the back, coming right back up from the sit bone all the way back, wrapping around our heart chakra. Opening that beautiful heart chakra. I always say as the rose or the lotus sits in the middle. And then wrapping around and going down to our solar plexus beneath the heart, the beautiful yellow chakra. And then opening the orange, beautiful sacral chakra that grounds us. And then going down to that root chakra, just relaxing the hips even more. And going down, 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 relaxing the hips, the thighs. It's that beautiful light, bringing all the chakras together in that energetic flow as our auras and our energetic field grows and opens up to new fields of possibility, because we are limitless possibility. So as we move out of that which no longer serves us, we release it and embrace the new. I say release which no longer serves us, erase which is negative, and embrace. Release, erase, embrace. That new, wonderful light that's coming onto this planet in rapid ways. And so desist the resist and open up to the new as I stay in the I am. And then feel that coming right down the knees, the calves, the ankles, the feet, and going right down, 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 anchoring us in this third dimension. And as I say, if we are in this dimension, we have been chosen to be here. And not only have we chosen to be here at this time, but it is the most highly, my understanding is from everything I ever learned in that spiritual dimension, so to speak, that spiritual teaching, is that if we are here in this physical body on this beautiful planet, in this third dimension density, it is because we are here to learn emotion, which deepens us and helps us remember who we are. The divine spirit, connected with the allness, here to know what it is mine to do in this moment. How can I serve? To love, to serve, embrace, and to know who I am. That perfectly unfolding divine spirit in this moment, right here in this time. So I stay in life moment by moment by moment. So now that energy just coming all the way back up, connecting, as I say, to the top, to the bottom, to the side, to the left, to the right, to the wrapping all around us, to the east and the west, the north and the south, just surrounding us, protecting us, opening up in greater ways, in and through and as us, in that oneness, connecting with it all. I'm just going to say a little bit about the dimensions as you just continue to relax in. And then I'll end with affirmations. And as we are part of this third dimension, in its density, we are only in a small fraction of the full range of the frequencies that surround us all the time. So what these meditations are doing are opening up to this higher frequency that is pushing us forward already. That is opening up, waking us up to our inner senses so that we may more assist ourselves in the use of this energy and understand who we are more. And so it's not just like one layer. Each dimension has many layers, and they all flow into one another perfectly. And the upper third dimension is only a little bit different from the lower fourth dimension. That is why descriptions of dimensions can vary depending upon who is teaching, and there's no right or wrong. However, there is some agreement to those who teach this ascension process on that the first 5 dimensions in the soul of consciousness of a human or any other living entity has the same presence at the same time to all the dimensions. As I say, no matter how many dimensions in the quantum field you are part of, and again, I have no idea what they all are. I only know and am aware of what I know, which is an nth of what all is, all of that energetic presence. That all of the dimensions are in this spiral of life that has no beginning and no end. And so the last dimension, the highest dimension, which I call Source, God, Atman, Brahman, the I Am Presence, the quantum field, Buddha, Jesus, Mohammed, which is before or beyond any manifestation, resides in us. So that beginning of time resides within us, in our soul. We have been here forever, and we are the mirror of a cell and a cell and a cell and universes and universes and universes. And that soul, that fingerprint of God, that is what has never changed. We are unique, just like every snowflake, just like every person, every fingerprint on this planet. We are only one of a kind, and so it's important that our light shine, and especially in these changing times. And even though our focus is many times in this third dense dimension, as we open our attention and intention, we have the power to shift our awareness to the other dimensions. And so it allows us to understand objects in our world very differently. With that expansion, you can see the energy fields around everything alive, from a flower to a grain of sand to the ocean, which is really powerful, to a lake, a river, a tree. There's an energy field way beyond what we see in this third dimensional world. And in that first level of consciousness, there is only that one point. And all is one and connected. There is no separation. There is no individual identity. There is everything that ever has been, ever will be, is in that soul that we are the reflection of. There is no time, past, present, or future. There is only one moment in time. And so the first dimension energies relate to water and the mineral kingdom and the root chakra, the earth element, which described our earliest human beings. And many believe that the soul passes through many, many lifetimes before it goes back to that one dimension. The second dimension begins the awareness of separation. In time, space, all of a sudden we're aware we have arms, eyes. And so the plant kingdom we see, and the lower animal kingdom is there. And we begin to recognize and communicate with plants, not only in the second dimension, but in the fourth dimensions as well. It's that crossover again. Where we're aware of our body and aware also that life exists all in and through and all around us. The third dimension introduces a third point, which allows for space and time, that third dimension that we are living in. And that space and time relates to karma, our waking consciousness. We see things separate by space and separate events by time. Because of the natural laws in place in the third dimension, sometimes we are not awakened to the connection of the oneness of all things and our actions, and how our thoughts, our words, our actions become a oneness and create events. And when we become aware of our oneness and breathe it in, Then we step out of duality into non-duality. Past, present, and future are seen as separate, creating the experience of linear time. All those emotions we're here to experience at their deepest levels come through at that time. Our desires, our comparisons, our judgments, our goals, our hopes, our worries, our fears and emotions, from joy to happiness to anxiety and suffering. So our emotions are strong. And Earth is a very special place in the universe. And they say if we've signed up here, it's because we're stronger. That spiritual strength is greater than you can ever imagine, because we become, as we go into that next experience of our soul's growth and coming back to that first one point of dimension, we are among the most spiritually respected in all of the dimensions because of getting to know who we are in this third dimensional opportunity. It provides us with so many opportunities for personal and spiritual learning, knowledge and advancement. My understanding is that there are rows and rows. I don't even want to define them as rows, but there are so many souls that are waiting to incarnate right now, to have this earthly incarnation. For it helps them, as they come in, live their karma, their understanding in multidimensional experiences. So living on this earth and this emotional part, but yet it is integral, that love that is being cultivated, expanded within us, relates to all of the higher dimensions. Everything I've ever read, in essence, it's apparently we're well known throughout the universe. And yes, there are other planets, other life that they say is parallel versions of Earth, but this is the densest one. The other ones are more flexible and lighter in density, thus in the higher regions of the third dimension. So now I'm going to mention the fourth dimension. Fourth dimension is up higher than the third dimension, and yet it offers great challenges to stay in that energetic presence in this third dimensional experience. It offers greater flexibility to create new realities, and yet still has that physicality, time, and individualized ego, especially in the lower parts. So in our dream state, we are actually in that fourth dimension. And yet space, time, and fixed objects come and go. They are created at our will and experienced at our will. And yet as we are going through that highest experience in the fourth dimension, it allows the fourth dimension lower vibration to create those images of hell, as we say. And so time and space and different areas that we've created, as we have one foot always in the heaven world and one foot on the third dimensional world, time and space become increasingly meaningless as we go to that higher place. And as we see from this fourth dimension, we see it as a stepping stone into the fifth dimension. And we begin to dream more. Dreams may even be more chaotic and nonsensical. So as we step into this fourth dimension, which we are experiencing more and more, the fourth and fifth dimensions crashing into, as I say, rapidly in time and space, into that fifth dimension, we are discovering that what I call transcendental consciousness and cosmic consciousness are awakening us to greater experiences even during the day. So I'm going to end with some affirmations now. I am grateful that I signed up, and I am signed up for this revolution of opening up to the awakened consciousness of the thing itself. And it is the accelerated part of which started in the 60s, the love revolution, and continued all the way to 2012, the Mayan calendar shift. And I know that in time space where I reside many times, that I am experiencing increasingly and exhibiting greater skills than I ever had before in becoming compassionate, awakening to every living reality around me. And I know that I am supported in all of this as I ask all of the dimensions, all of the knowledge within me, and all of the realms of the archangels, the ascended masters, such as Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, Kuan Yin, Ganesha, Isis, Saint Germain, Atman, these high dimensional beings are also around me. Helping me. So my soul is manifesting perfectly as that mirror image of the unmanifested source of God, the only one point, the thing it is. It is the first creation of the Creator. My soul exists both as a singular manifestation of Source, a universal soul, as well as part of everything in this great beyond and within. So I am that evolving, awakened being in this process of becoming more of who I am. that divine presence that resides within me and resides within all. So I let this go, and as today I see life in a new way, as I look at any living being, an animal, a tree, wherever I am, the ocean, a lake, the moon, the stars, I see that it's not just the object. It is a living, breathing entity that has energy in and through and all around it. And that energy comes right into my heart, into my mind, into my body, energizes me as I ask, what is mine to do in this most auspicious time in life? So I am grateful I signed up for this moment. I am grateful that I am part of this moment. I am great that my life is unfolding perfectly, as our wonderful assistant Minister Betty Ann says, no matter what. And I am now revealing in and through and as me and all around me that highest level of beingness, knowing that the breath of God is breathing me, the joy of God is joying me, the life of God is living me, the heart of God is loving me, and I send that out through every cell in my body and every cell on this living, breathing, beautiful planet I call our Mother Earth, as I raise my vibration and she can breathe easy from now on. So I let this go. I call this was a lot of information. I call today good and very good. Blessings galore. Namaste. Peace out. Have a blessed day. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Mwah! I love each and every one of you. God is, I am.